The animal many people fear is also one of nature's greatest problem solvers. Remove wolves from a forest, and deer multiply, trees disappear, rivers even begin to change. That sounds impossible, yet scientists have documented surprising chain reactions after wolves vanished from some ecosystems. So how can one predator influence an entire landscape? The answer begins long before the first howl echoes through the night. It starts with a tiny blind pup, hidden deep inside a den, carrying the instincts of one of Earth's most remarkable hunters. By the end of this story, you'll see why the gray wolf is far more than a fierce predator, what its body is truly designed to do, what it loves, what it avoids, and why healthy forests often depend on animals that many people still misunderstand. Every gray wolf begins life surprisingly helpless. A newborn pup weighs only about 1 pound, with sealed eyes and folded ears. It cannot walk well, regulate its own body temperature, or survive without constant care. The mother rarely leaves the den during these first weeks, while other pack members bring her food. Right from the beginning, the wolf's greatest strength is not sharp teeth, it is family. Around 2 weeks later, the pups finally open their eyes. The world is still blurry, but curiosity arrives immediately. Soon they begin wobbling around the den, wrestling with brothers and sisters. It looks like adorable play, but every tumble teaches balance. Every playful bite teaches self-control. Those tiny wrestling matches are actually survival lessons, disguised as childhood games. As the pups grow, adult wolves begin bringing partially digested meat back from hunts. It may not sound appetizing to us, but for young wolves, it is the perfect transition from milk to solid food. The entire pack shares responsibility. Older siblings babysit. Aunts and uncles protect the den. The alpha pair leads, but raising pups is truly a team effort. By late summer, young wolves leave the den more often and explore nearby forests and meadows. Everything becomes a classroom. They chase butterflies, investigate strange smells, and practice stalking each other through tall grass. Sometimes they fail in spectacular fashion. Imagine trying to sneak toward your target while stepping directly on a noisy branch. Even future master hunters have embarrassing beginner moments. By their first winter, many young wolves join adults on real hunts. They are still inexperienced, but they watch carefully. Wolves do not rely on raw speed alone. They study movement, cooperate, and constantly communicate through body language. Hunting is less like a chaotic chase and more like a carefully coordinated strategy game. Some wolves remain with their birth pack for years. Others eventually leave to find mates and establish territories of their own. This journey can cover hundreds of miles. It is risky, lonely, and full of danger. Yet it prevents close relatives from breeding together and helps wolves spread into new habitats. Nature often rewards courage with opportunity. Now look beneath that thick coat, and an extraordinary body begins to reveal itself. A gray wolf may resemble a large dog, but nearly every part of its body reflects millions of years of evolution for endurance. Adults usually weigh between about 60 and 120 pounds, although size varies by region, climate, and sex. Their long legs allow efficient travel across huge distances. A pack may patrol territories, covering dozens or even hundreds of square miles. Their paws are engineering masterpieces. Wide toes spread body weight across snow and soft ground, acting almost like natural snowshoes. Thick pads cushion impact while providing traction over rocks, mud, and frozen earth. Between the toes, coarse fur offers additional insulation during harsh winters. The wolf's legs are built for endurance rather than explosive speed. While wolves can sprint briefly, they excel at maintaining steady movement over long distances. This patient strategy often exhausts prey that initially seemed much faster. Sometimes winning is not about being the fastest. It is about refusing to quit. Inside the skull sits another incredible advantage. A gray wolf possesses an exceptionally powerful sense of smell. Under favorable conditions, wolves may detect certain scents from remarkable distances. Their noses gather information that humans cannot even imagine. A single scent trail may reveal the direction another animal traveled, how recently it passed, and even aspects of its physical condition. Their hearing is equally impressive. Wolves detect high-frequency sounds far beyond normal human ability. A squeaking rodent beneath snow or distant howls from pack members can provide valuable information long before anything becomes visible. Their eyes are adapted for low-light conditions. Wolves are most active during dawn, dusk, and nighttime, when many prey animals are also moving. Reflective tissue behind the retina improves vision in dim environments, giving those glowing eyes their mysterious appearance under flashlight beams. Then come the teeth. Adult gray wolves have 42 teeth designed for gripping, slicing, and crushing. Massive jaw muscles generate tremendous bite force, allowing wolves to break bones and consume nearly every usable part of a carcass. Very little goes to waste. But perhaps the most powerful tool is one you cannot see. It is cooperation. A lone wolf can be successful, yet a coordinated pack can tackle prey much larger than any individual member. Each wolf watches the others. One may pressure from behind. Another cuts off escape routes. Older, experienced hunters often guide younger wolves during difficult pursuits. Teamwork transforms individual ability into collective success. Gray wolves also communicate constantly. Howling is famous, but it serves many purposes beyond dramatic movie scenes. A howl may gather scattered pack members, advertise territory, or strengthen social bonds. Up close, wolves rely even more on facial expressions, tail position, ear movement, posture, scent marking, and soft vocalizations. Sometimes silence says more than a howl. What do wolves actually enjoy? They thrive in stable family groups, where cooperation increases everyone's chances of survival. They prefer habitats offering enough prey, fresh water, and secure places to raise pups. Deer, elk, moose, wild boar, and smaller mammals form much of their diet depending on where they live. They also enjoy exploring, playing, and strengthening relationships within the pack. Play never completely disappears, even in adulthood. Strong social bonds improve coordination during hunting and help reduce conflict inside the family. Despite their fearsome reputation, wolves are not fearless. They generally avoid unnecessary fights because injuries can be deadly in the wild. A broken leg may mean starvation. Adult bears, rival wolf packs, and occasionally large defensive prey can seriously injure wolves. Most importantly, wolves often avoid humans whenever possible. In many regions, they retreat long before people realize they were nearby. Conflicts usually increase only when wolves lose access to natural prey, become habituated to human food, or feel trapped. Human activity presents some of the greatest challenges today. Habitat fragmentation divides territories. Roads increase collision risks. Illegal killing still affects populations in some areas. Conservation efforts continue to balance healthy ecosystems, livestock protection, and coexistence with local communities. The situation differs from one region to another, making thoughtful management essential. Now comes the biggest surprise. Wolves are not simply predators removing animals from forests. They often improve ecosystem balance. By hunting primarily vulnerable prey, such as the old, weak, sick, or injured, wolves can influence prey populations and behavior. Deer and elk spend less time overgrazing sensitive riverbanks when predators are present. Young trees gain better chances to grow. Shrubs recover. Birds find nesting habitat. Beavers may benefit from healthier vegetation, creating wetlands that support fish, amphibians, insects, and countless other species. One predator can trigger changes reaching far beyond its own dinner plate. Scientists call these cascading ecological effects trophic cascades. While every ecosystem is unique, and many factors influence wildlife populations, research has shown that large predators can play an important role in maintaining ecological balance. Perhaps that is the greatest lesson the gray wolf offers. Real strength is rarely about domination. It is about connection. A wolf survives because its family shares responsibility. Its body succeeds because every feature serves a purpose. Its presence matters because it fits into a much larger living network. The next time you hear a wolf howl in a documentary, try hearing something different. Not the voice of a villain, but the sound of an ancient survivor calling to its family across the wilderness. That haunting call reminds us that healthy nature depends not only on gentle animals, but also on powerful predators that keep the entire system in balance. Sometimes the creature we fear most is quietly protecting the world around us.